Harvey Weinstein has now been convicted a second time of rape, this time in Los Angeles. And while it may mean Weinstein could spend the rest of his life behind bars, one of his victims is still coming after him, and the others, she says, enabled him. Kaja Sokola was the youngest victim of Weinstein, a minor when she says the assault occurred. In 2019, New York State allowed briefly for child victims to sue in civil court, and Kaja filed a suit against Weinstein and also his brother, Bob, Miramax, and Disney. Rich McHugh sat down with her exclusively to share her story, and Rich will join me live in a moment to talk more about the investigation. But first, his report this morning.
He said many times that this is between us. Remember, I will do a lot of things for you, but this is between us. I'm a very powerful man, and if you ever will be a powerful actress, you want it to stay like this.
He was 50 years old and the king of Hollywood at the time. Kaja Sokola was just 16, her modeling career taking off, having just landed in the bright lights of New York City alone when she was introduced to Harvey Weinstein. It was 2002. Weinstein and his firm Miramax had already pulled in Best Picture awards for The English Patient and Shakespeare in Love.
Do you remember the first conversation and what was said?
Oh, it was very simple. Like, so you are obviously a model, but have you ever thought about acting? And I was like, whoa, someone reads my mind. And I said, yes, that's my dream. And basically he said that he can make this dream come true.
Sokola says Weinstein invited her to lunch, and so began a nightmare that would change her life.
Did he say where you were making a stop?
When we stopped, he said that it's his apartment.
So what was going through your mind in that moment?
I was panicking. I didn't know what to do.
Inside, she says her worst fears were realized.
He was giving me orders to follow him and to go to his apartment. Everything was happening very fast. A lot of things that I wish would never happen happened there. He basically made me do things that I would never, ever do.
Sokola says it was so traumatic it redirected her life entirely.
I felt like part of me died that day.
She moved back to Poland, where she struggled with depression and suicidal thoughts. She went through years of therapy, enrolled in college, became a psychotherapist and a TV personality in Poland.
With this verdict, I hope that survivors will see that in this justice system, prosecutors, judges, and juries will believe them.
And today, now that Weinstein's been convicted of rape, she is back in the U.S. moving forward, seeking justice not just from Weinstein, but also from those she says enabled him.
You filed a complaint against Harvey Weinstein, his brother, Miramax, Disney, others. Why?
Because Harvey Weinstein is not the only one to be blamed, you know? It's the people who are behind supporting him that are also the people to blame.
Her complaint, filed in 2019, is the only one of its kind. It states, during the time Disney owned Miramax, Miramax paid settlements to multiple women who were victims of Harvey Weinstein's sexual harassment and abuse. Based on Disney's control of Miramax finances, Disney knew or should have known of these payments, which should have caused additional inquiry and investigation.
These companies are still not paying the full responsibility that they should.
Miramax, Disney, and everyone named has filed motions to dismiss her suit. Disney has not responded to our request for comment, and today her case is actively working its way through the courts.
So if Harvey Weinstein were sitting here today, what would you say to him?
I have all these words that I could say, but first I would like to hear it from him, to hear if there's something that he has to say. Then I wouldn't have the need to say all these things. And this would be a win for me.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.